Here we are at the beginning of part 2 on Attack at Sandpoint.
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good so far. I mean, we've got 2 locations closed, and I've already defeated that villain once.
We know he's either at the town square or at the Swallowtail Festival. It's about time we corner this guy and bring Stickfoot and RIPNUGGET to justice. Of either the town square or the Swallowtail Festival, I think I'm going to go to the Swallowtail Festival. Because it says that at the start of your turn, you may shuffle any number of cards, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So let's flip that. And, okay, a blessing of SARENRAE. And it says this will require a Constitution 4 or Define 5. Well, my Constitution is a D8. I'm sorry. Yes, it is a D8. And so I'll take that, and we'll just see if I can pick this up. And I got a 1. So that unfortunately goes away. And I could have used that too. That's a shame. I actually like those. So are you going to come over here with me, or are you going to go to Town Square?
Better off by myself.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright. Go on, hun. We're rolling through this. Yay! I'm glad you got that. Okay, so a locked passage. It's a barrier. And it says this will require a Dexterity Disable 8 or a Stealth Melee 16. Well, your Dexterity Disable is through the roof now, ain't it? You roll a D12 with a bonus +1, and your Disable is a +3 now.
Uh-huh.
So,
well, it's a +2, and yeah, plus the 1, so.
Well, that'll give you a +3, so you got a +4 to try to get through this Dexterity Disable, right?
No, I have a +3 total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I think I figured mine up wrong then when I was doing mine, but it didn't. Okay, so
yeah,
you did get through it. So it says, if defeated, examine the top card of the location deck, then put it on either the top or bottom of the deck. Okay, well, let's see what's the top card. Okay, well, that's the henchman.
So
I
would
think
probably be a good idea to leave him on the top of the deck.
I would say let's leave him for sure, because we definitely want to fight him. So
Okay.
Okay, so you're all done?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, you do have the holy candle in your hand. Did you want to go ahead and use the holy candle this time? Might as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could get it out of my hand. That's all it's good for, right?
What do you roll?
Bury this card to shuffle 1d6 random cards.
2 of them. So 2 of them just go on the bottom, or they just get shuffled into?
Shuffled into.
Okay, so.
So it is buried.
And now you can draw a new card to replace it.
Yeah.
See, everybody, I learned from the last game. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll flip mine over. Alright, a blessing of PHARASMA. It takes an intelligence, arcane, divine 5. My intelligence is a d6, so... And I failed.
Oh.
Alright, no big deal. It only helps with spells. Well, it helps with spells. I mean, I could have discarded it to explore again, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. Alright, your turn.
Oh, I wonder what this is.
Wow, we are rolling! So, alright, a Goblin Raider. It says he's a combat check 8. If undefeated, bury... Oh, now we got to keep in mind. It says here, if you defeat a monster with the Goblin trait, roll 1d6 on a 1. Each character at your location takes 1 fire damage.
Okay.
I believe he is the first Goblin that we fought. Let me double check to make sure that... That one guy I fought, I don't think was a Goblin. My henchman I fought. No, he's a half-elf rogue monk, so we're safe on that.
Get my dice here.
Alright, so you just need to do a combat 8 on him. I do not have any blessings to help you with, but this is... And it says here, banish a card from your hand, so... Ooh.
Okay.
If you were to banish one, it would be the Sage, I'm thinking. Because you can always get her back, she's basic.
I think I'll go ahead and use my blessing.
Okay,
might as well,
so that'll add an additional d12, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, knock her out. Or knock him out. So you just need to roll at least
An 8 with, well, no.
No.
A 5.
A 5, yes. Yeah, because I was doing my math wrong before. I thought it added like a +3 and then a +1 additionally. I was wrong on that.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to roll a 7.
Alright.
Okay. So a 7. I'm just wondering if I should do anything else.
I
3 dice. Think I can
Oh,
do
you're
7?
talking about recharging?
Yeah.
I'd recharge your Amulet of Life then. It's kind of a big deal that you don't fail on this. I cannot believe we have the capacity of closing our third location.
Woo!
Alright, well,
I think I got him. Look at that.
You defeated him. Okay, now, you may try to attempt to close the location, but it also says that you have to roll a d6, and on a 1, you possibly could receive fire damage. So, okay, you're safe from that. Alright, now you get to banish a card from your hand to close this location.
Alrighty.
Banish.
Oh, banish.
She's gone. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if the villain was in here. Yes, he is. Okay, so that is the only card that will remain here, and this location is technically closed.
Okay, well, we looked through the rule book, and we see that this location, since the villain is still here, is technically not closed. But the rest of the cards are actually banished, so the villain is still there, and the location is open.
It makes sense. Okay. Flip over my card. Very tempted just to go over there and beat him up. You know, just to send him over here, but I think you could handle him again.
Yeah. I mean, I've fought him before, and...
Alright, so I got a Bugbear. Alright, so the Bugbear is... He does have the Goblin trait. He has the check to defeat a combat 10. Let's see here. If undefeated, bury 1 item or weapon of your choice from your discard pile. Well, let's not let him defeat me then. How's that sound? Alright, let's use my GREATAXE. So that'll give me a D10 plus a D12. And I think... let me see. So that'll be a 3, 4. So I just need to roll a 6 with this. That's pretty good odds, don't you think? I'm very tempted to try to get rid of cards just so that I can draw some and maybe try to get an additional blessing to help you out with. But I think you're still going to get him. I don't know. Oh, goodness, you got your... Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Okay, well, alright. Let's see what happens. So I just need to get a 6 with these 2 dice. I think that's good odds. And I rolled a 5.
Oh, no.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that's only a 9, I guess. Alright, well that stinks. Alright, so if undefeated, bury 1 item or weapon of your choice.
From your discard pile.
Oh. Well, I guess this gets buried then. We'll put that underneath here. Alright, and then I take 1 damage. I done got beat up by a Bugbear. Damage to you dealt by 3, so I'll recharge my half-plate armor. And then I also, if you defeat, I did not defeat the goblin with the goblin trait, so that doesn't matter. And nothing else happens, so he just gets shuffled back in. Wow.
Same difference.
I whiffed on that one, didn't I?
You would have got fire damage if you defeated him. So
yeah,
well,
but
maybe.
The fact is card stayed, but I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about that.
No.
Alright, girl. All you.
Ready.
Beat that guy up again?
Let's go.
Alright, so you first have to, and you must succeed at a Stealth 9 check, or the difficulty to defeat RIPNUGGET is increased by 2. So you do your Stealth 9 check right off the bat.
Were you not going to try to temporarily close that location?
Good point. I didn't even think about that. No, it says defeat or acquire the next card in the deck. If there isn't one, you may close this location. So I just flip over the top card and try to defeat or acquire it?
Sounds like it.
Okay, so... Well, I would really like... Hey, I think this would work well for you, Carmen. This is actually a returning throwing axe. Check to acquire is a dexterity ranged 8. Oh my god, Carmen, I cannot fail on this. You're going to have to... That's a non-combat dexterity. You're going to have to do this because, listen, for your combat check, reveal this card to roll your dexterity or range die plus 1d8 plus 1. It's got the magic in it. It'll replace your your darts.
Yeah.
You may additionally recharge this card to add an additional 1d6. If you aren't proficient with weapons, the difficulty of this check is increased by 4.
You are proficient with weapons.
Well, I am, so in a way, I may actually want to keep it, but I would be more than happy to give it to you because it would help you. So my question to you is, do you wish to use your Blessing of CALISTRIA to help me to try to acquire this weapon? And I would give it to you if you want it.
That is tough because I was planning on using that blessing to help me defeat these guys.
Yeah, I know.
But that location needs to be closed. Also. So
temporarily.
Temporarily. Yeah, so...
What will happen is he'll just stay there. If he won't be able to run nowhere. He just stays right there. This location's closed. So all he's going to do is... yeah, because if I close this one, he just stays right there. He can't move. Otherwise, he just gets mixed into here, which really isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I would still think this is a pretty awesome weapon to try to acquire, though.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. It adds 2 dice to a non-combat dexterity check.
Okay, well, my dexterity is a D8. So I roll a D8 3 times, and I have to try to get an 8. So, yeah, that's pretty good odds. I think I can make that happen. You ready?
Come on. Let's do this.
Whoa. And actually, just so you know, I rolled an 8 too when I fell off the table. A 1. There's 4. Yeah! Woo, up top. Okay, so I acquired this weapon, and I'll go ahead and get rid of the mace. So this location is closed. He has nowhere to run, which means if you defeat him, the game's over. Do you realize that?
Well, that's why I wanted you to close it.
This is it right here. This is it. So you have to do your stealth check first to see if RIPNUGGET is increased his combat by 2. So
I've got to have a stealth 9 check, so I got to roll a 6 or better.
This is big. Okay, so he's a +2.
Again. Okay.
All right. So now you're going to go into combat with STICKFOOT. And that is a combat 9. So I'm sure you're going to use your heavy crossbow, which is a D10. You'll normally roll a D12 for your dexterity. I wish I had a blessing. I really do.
I'll go ahead and recharge the darts.
Okay. So that'd give you an additional D6. All right. You just have to get...
A 6?
No. Yeah, I'm sorry. 8. Okay, you got him. Okay, so now you have to do it again now. And this is a D12, or a check 12 to be able to accomplish this time.
Okay.
So this is where you're going to use your blessing of ERASTIL. He's dead. There is no way he's getting away. You have been awesome this game. Wow. Go ahead and...
Recharge?
I would discard and add... This is game right here, hun.
Well, yeah.
Discard.
It's recharge.
Discard.
And add 2 of them?
Why not?
Okay.
You stomped him! That is the end of RIPNUGGET and STICKFOOT, and we flew through this scenario.
Wow.
My goodness.
That was awesome.
Okay, so I didn't end up recharging my battle axe and ended up losing to the bugbear.
Yeah, so it looks like we could have used a little extra dice that time.
I had somebody making a comment saying that we kind of go for the overkill and adding dice to checks that maybe we don't necessarily need to.
But once again, we will
spell overkill without
kill.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a perfect example how the dice will fail you sometimes, and that's why I like to try to add as much as we possibly can to try to, you know, defeat these checks. A couple of things, too. We got the location closed down. Well, it was still technically open because the villain was there. Glad we clarified that.
But now, the villain was the only card there.
So that means you could have moved to my location. And we didn't think about that until afterwards. She could have moved there, and we could have searched through that entire location and possibly gotten some better boons because there was a few decent cards in there.
Right. I mean, we didn't have to end it that quickly, but you know, I just get slap happy. You know?
I start beating the monsters up, and I just gotta keep on going.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing was we was able to acquire another good weapon, which was the throwing axes. Now you're gonna see, because if you pay attention after the credits, we are gonna go through our character cards and see which ones we take over to the next scenario.
And I'm gonna take the throwing axe.
And it doesn't really help her a lot. It's just the same equivalent of the aligned darts, simply because she's not proficient in weapons, but she will be eventually.
Right.
So.
The difficulty of the check is increased by 4 because I'm not proficient with weapons. So right now it's just, you know, not really helping me yet. So.
Also, the next scenario that we're going to be up against is called Local Heroes. Here's a shot of the scenario card so you can see what we're going to be up against. And if you notice what's neat about this is that we actually have to acquire an ally to be able to close down these locations. So pretty cool that this is a unique situation. It's always about just defeating a villain or beating up a bad guy.
Yeah.
Now it's about actually acquiring an ally. So at the end of this scenario, we were able to actually upgrade another skill feat on Carmen's card and mine, just like we did last time.
So it looks like we might want to go for charisma this time.
Or do we? That's where we're going to leave it up to you guys again. Give us some tips. Give us some ideas. Do we just keep going with our strengths, with Carmen's dexterity and my strength? Or should we go ahead and concentrate on our diplomacy charisma to see if we can, you know, possibly make it through this next scenario? But leave your comments below. Let us know. Stick around after the credits. See what cards we end up carrying over to the local hero scenario. And until then, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now why don't we go ahead and go over our cards. And we'll decide on what we're going to keep here. So, first off, weapons. I can keep 5. Carmen, would you like that returning throwing axe?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you.
Okay.
And then I will just keep all my normal weapons beyond that. So, alright. Next, I can keep 3 armors. So, nothing's changed there. I've got 2 items. I've got 2 allies. And I've got my 3 blessings. So, I am done.
Okay.
Now, Carmen, you get to keep how many weapons?
2 weapons.
I'd imagine your allying darts are going to go bye-bye.
Yes.
So let's get rid of those, and we'll put them back in the box.
Returning throwing axe instead.
Yeah. Alright, so next, you were able to keep 1 armor, so you've already got your armor there with your magic leather armor. You've got 6 items you can keep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll get rid of one of
Hey,
these.
you know what? What does those do, actually?
Banish this card and choose a character at your location. Reduce acid, cold, electricity, or fire damage dealt to that character by 4. That's pretty good.
I'm going to keep what I got. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, go ahead.
So, I've got my Thieves' Tools, my Amulet of Life, Holy Candle,
Potion of
Potion
Gladness,
of
and your
Glibness.
energy.
So, keep those.
Okay. Now, how many blessings can you keep?
4.
Okay. Whew.
So, I have 5.
Well, I'm sure you're wanting to keep them too,
Oh, yeah,
for
these
sure.
are awesome.
Oh, actually, Poog, you need to put him down there. He's an ally, so you're going to need to pull another ally out of the box. So,
Yeah, so I'll just keep the special blessings and get rid of the generic one.
Alright. So, you need to pull a basic ally out of the box because you ended up losing your 1. So, Poog helps you with some combat. Now, you've got some weaknesses on your character, obviously, with intelligence and wisdom. Possibly maybe somebody who helps with that, or just get the sage back again, or, you know.
This is interesting. Recharge this card to add 1d6 to your check to acquire a weapon, an armor, or an item.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
He's a
I
crow.
might get that.
Well, but that's a pretty specific thing.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Strength or Constitution. I
There
could
you
use
go.
that.
Yep, and that's a basic. So, yep. So you picked up the Standard Bearer as your second ally.